Hey, pretty ones. I am so excited to be joining you for the first pretty moment of October. I think it's the first one. I'm almost positive it's the first one because I'm just getting back from vacation and it was absolutely incredible to be unplugged for almost a full 2 weeks. I think we had 12 days away total and it was absolutely incredible. If you have not checked out that vlog of Robbie and I traveling to Spain for our anniversary and then ending it in our favorite little city, St. Augustine, feel free to check that out at my YouTube channel. Yeah. But I'm not going to talk to you about that. What I want to talk to you about is something that my sister has been ministering to me and we've been chatting about. And you guys have met Sean now. She joined me for a pretty good coffee a couple months ago. If you haven't checked out that episode, also go back to my YouTube channel and look up the Pretty Good Coffee with Cassie and Jury. It will bless you. Trust me, that one of my favorite conversations. It will absolutely bless you. But as you know, she and I have a lot of these types of conversations. And something that she's been ministering to me, one of the things that she's been ministering to me and talking to me about, I thought was really important to chat with you about. And it is this season of preparation. And I'm going to kind of share a couple of thoughts with you, kind of ramble with you, and kind of just move as the Holy Spirit tells me to move. Okay. So one of the things is being in a place of knowing where God is taking me, where you know where God is taking you, like he's giving you vision. He sent you dreams. He sent you people with affirmations, prophetic words, like signs and wonders, like all the things, right? And God is making it clear about where he's directing your path and that he's saying, listen, there is something that I have purposed for you to do within my plan. And he's made that super clear to you. And so you're like, okay, God, bet I'm ready. You know that there are people that are coming. God is opening doors for you, but then you still feel as though you're in this holding position. There may be even times where you are working on some things and you're laying out a game plan and doing a layout and really working the plan. And you see other people taking your ideas and putting them into motion and having an even greater response than people had to yours. And it's your idea. You know that it's yours and you're like, Lord, what is going on? And so it feels like you're still in the background waiting for the opportunity for God to tell you to fully stand up, to fully move forward, right? And he's allowing these other situations and these other people to take center stage first. Let's just say it like that. And one of the things that too has been ministering to me is that you're in this season of preparation and that it is a blessing to you, that he is still pulling you back into this place of consecration so that you are fully ready for the weight and the responsibility of what is coming. It's true that there's great purpose on your life. It is true that there is great favor on your life. It is true that there are people that are destined to you and the calling that is placed on you and the anointing that is placed on you. But the reality is that you have not fully submitted in certain areas. And because you have not fully submitted in certain areas, you are not ready for the full weight of the purpose and the responsibility. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It really is a symbol of protection for you to remain in this season of preparation, to remain in this place of consecration where you can only focus on relationship with God and hearing from him so that when he does tell you to stand up and step forward, you're actually ready for what it is you're stepping out into. Right? Because he's giving you the vision, he's giving you the dreams, he's giving you the game plan, and you've started to work it. But everything is not moving as quickly as you thought. That means that there are some things that you still have to address, and that there are some things that are still coming in alignment so that you can be ready to fully maximize that position that you will be in. Right? And I thought that it was so good, because we're all in that place of preparation. Like, God, you told me these things, but you're not really moving, God. Like, what's really good? Or I still feel stagnated, God. And sometimes it's because we're still being prepared. There are still some things that we have to fully submit to him. There are some things that we have to fully let go of. There are also some things that we have to fully take on, right? And so it's going to be some opportunities. It's going to be some connections, some partnerships, some people, some relationships, some mentalities, um, some financial obligations. It's going to be some shifts in trajectory. It's going to be some shifts in mindsets. Like all of those things we have to submit. And we have to get to this place where we're ready to say, God, I fully submit to you, and my entire life I'm yielding over to you in obedience and through my worship as your child, so that you can put me in the exact position that you want me to be in for that moment. You're preparing me for that. You're preparing me for that. And I'm going to rest in that knowledge. I'm going to rest in that knowledge, because I'm going to tell you, it's hard when I see, and being very transparent, when I see things that I've been working on for years. Y'all, there are so many ideas that I've had and have put out there. Or things that I've prayed about, and have on my goal list, my to grow list, like all of these different things. And then when I see other people doing them, it feels like a blow. It does. And that's just reality. That's me being really transparent with you. It feels like a blow. And when my sister was like, it's because you're still in preparation. This is a blessing for you, because what they're doing has nothing to do with you, and it takes nothing away from what you're going to do. But when you get to that space and when you fully step forward, you have to be able to handle the weight of it, because they're not handling the weight of it. What they're doing is nothing in comparison to what you're going to be doing. That's a word for you. We're looking at other people and we're wondering, God, why is it their opportunity now and not mine, when I've put in all this work, or I feel like I've sacrificed this and that. But the reality is that you're still not fully submitted, because you're still thinking about I and me and the sacrifices that I've made, when the reality is that no sacrifice you made could ever compare to the sacrifice he made for you. It's true. It's true. It's true. In fact, I'm going to look back at the one of the messages that she sent me. Because one of the things I've talked to you guys about is that I'm in this season of obedience, like strict, rigid obedience. But there are times that I still fail. I'm still saying yes to things I shouldn't say yes to. I'm still feeling compelled and overwhelmed in areas that I shouldn't even be bothered up with, right? And so I have to get to this place of unconditional obedience, not just rigid obedience, but unconditional obedience. And that's why he has me sitting in this season of preparation, because until I get to unconditional obedience, I won't be ready. I won't be ready, and it won't be fair to those of you that are purposed to long game with me, because I'll get burnt out and I'll walk away. And so it's important that we guard our focus right now. And our focus is the preparation. Our focus is the path that he has for us. Our focus is the worship. Our focus is the obedience. Our focus is pruning down some of these extra relationships that have distracted us. Our focus is understanding that God's promises have never been broken. They've never been broken. And so while you're busy trying to babysit God, he's trying to get you to the place of sufficiency. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. I am incredibly excited about what I believe that God is going to do, but I'm also incredibly humbled by the reality that I'm not fully ready. I'm not fully ready, because it's a whole lot bigger. It's a whole lot bigger than what I could ever imagine. And I want to steward it well. And until I'm really fully capable of that, I hope he keeps me in the preparation season. because I don't want to fumble the ball. I don't want you to fumble the ball. It's been hard. It's been really hard. There have been some things that I thought were going to be super easy and like, duh, this all makes sense. No. There were some relationships that I thought were absolutely it. Those people don't support me. Those people don't do what I thought they were going to do. And it was important for God to show me their character so that I could stop investing myself in areas I didn't need to be invested in. So that I could then, again, realign my focus to what He needed it to be on. There were some moments that I thought were going to happen that God literally stepped in front of and said, this will not be that. But then there are also moments when I'm fully obedient and fully plugged in, and I see His hand move in ways I could never explain. And I'm reminded of those times when I'm alone and I've had the visions and the dreams and the words of affirmation. And He said, if you'll continue to put your focus on unconditional obedience, I'll begin to shift you out of this season. So yeah, that's it. That's what I want to talk to you guys about today. Season of preparation, having unconditional obedience, not just rigid obedience, but unconditional obedience, and understanding that God's promises have never been broken. They've never been broken. He's looking out for you. He's looking out for me. And there's something so special that He has destined for us, and that will come through us. But we have to get through this season of preparation, and we need to excel in it. We need to excel in it. So realign your focus. Get it together. Y'all ready? We are closing out this year. This is the last quarter of the year. Let's end this year well. Let's end this year well. I'm excited. If you have not gotten your tickets to the Hey Pretty conference, go to heyprettylife.com. Get your tickets. We are going to be catering to every facet of the faith, girl. We're talking about spiritually, mentally, business, relationally, bodily, like all the things. We do all of them, girl. All of them. And I don't want you to miss out. There will never be another first for the Hey Pretty conference. This is it. We're going up from here. This is the very first one, but it is not the last one. And I don't want you to miss out on the inaugural experience on February 10th through 11th in Ocala, Florida. There's going to be some very special things that are happening. And I don't want you to miss them, but I also don't want you to miss the glory that will happen afterwards because of the obedience of the women who said yes to the moment. I don't want you to miss that. So I hope that you'll capture this word, that you'll hold it in your heart, and that you'll apply it to you every day, and that you will begin to understand that this season of preparation is not bondage, it's blessing. Okay, I love y'all. Bye, pretty.